Wow. Oh God, I'm glad this is here. Yeah. Oh. He was freaking intense. He was vibrating it so much inside of me. I could feel my consciousness being jangled. You know, I'd be away, and then it was like I was being drawn back in with him, and at those points something happened, and my consciousness was pushed back again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I could see it happening on film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was like, it was jangling me. It was so strong.
And he said a lot of other spirits were here. They've been meeting in communities, Gandhi, Yasi, him, a lot of other powerful figures in the history of our planet. Their spirits have been meeting to try to figure out how to help those of us down here, and there's a lot more channeling from all these entities going on right now.
Are we still filming?
Yes.
Oh. Well, when did he last come through? About a week ago?
About a week ago.
He's coming through quite often.
Yeah.
Well, this will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming, for the most part, was becoming very comfortable with his energy, but today, for some reason, it was quite different. And
because it wasn't only him, I think.
I'm feeling this sense of not being overwhelmed, but kind of being in awe and waiting to see what's next.
Well, he was talking about becoming the watcher of your life today, so he gave me one question again, and so I asked, for those who don't have a clue how that works, how do they start becoming the watcher in their own lives? So we explained that, which I thought was good.
Really? Good. Well, my body's vibrating, almost like he's not completely gone, or maybe this is the residual. Come here, you gotta feel this. You gotta feel this.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's like being in a little oven there.
No, but I mean the vibration.
Oh,
feel
I know.
it. Feel it. Well,
Yeah.
don't touch. Just feel.
Yeah.
Wow. Woo! Okay, well, I think, I don't think we need to hammer it out anymore. I feel in total gratitude and complete allowing to be this channeling instrument. I've just about given over any fear I had about it, because I know that you know, the prayers and things that I do throughout the day and before I'm going to do one of these things is always for protection, and to calling God and the angels and the archangels to surround me with the white healing light and protection. And this is to ensure, because what I have been studying about is when you are a trance channeler, when you allow that it is very important that you follow your spiritual practices, do your prayers, do all the things that you should be doing before you do this, because there are other entities who can come through if you don't protect yourself and pretend to be another, and that has already happened. The very first time we thought Knuth was coming through, there was another entity that came through and probably was here for what, 30 seconds, a minute,
maybe up to 2 minutes.
Couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, and there was an abrupt end. It just ended. And I know that was the interference of my spirit guides and angels and, you know, blocking. Then I heard, then I was told by Knuth later that this person, this entity, was a walk-in, meaning they use that opportunity to push themselves through, and as you know, the light and the protection bubble definitely works. So then that was just also a reminder for me to know, to remember to always have my have myself girded with that energy, protected. And that's also how I do the paranormal investigations. When I go in as a psychic medium, I've said my prayers, I've done my chanting, I've got myself protected, and I've called in God, the archangels, my guardian, my spirit guides, all of those to be with me. And I would say, in many ways, that my life has become like a miracle. When I think about what my daily life is, I am overwhelmed with gratitude. There's nothing even remotely boring about it. And I think a part of that is because, you know, I work the practices. Now I am human, so every now and then I'm going to slip back and allow ego to pull me back or drown me with negative thoughts for a little bit, and then because of me being aware in my life, then I'm right there on top of it before it gets a chance to be there for very long, and I work the program, if you will. I stand at the ready, and I work the practices, and they work. The reason I work them is because they work. So anyway.
So for those who are living a boring, mundane life, you have a laser focus on what it is you want.
And I'd like to say also that people who say they're bored are boring people.
Yeah, for sure.
Each and every single one of them. What is it you've got in your life that, or don't have in your life, that's making it so boring? What can you take out and what can you put in? It's a constant shuffling as we make these life choices. There is a basket of all these choices we can make over any given situation. But it goes sour, and we immediately say, how could life do that to me? This was terrible. When we know on a very deep level when we've made a bad decision.
Just get out of the basket.
We know it. So, you know, you have to claim the responsibility for having made that choice.
Yeah. And most people...
No one made it for me.
Most people would rather blame somebody than...
Well, sometimes by just acquiescing and rolling over and saying, I'm not going to make a decision, we let life make a decision for us, in essence, with our complicity,
right,
that we're letting life make a decision for us, you know, wherever the cards or the dice are going to fall, and then we say to ourselves afterward, when it turns out bad, look what life did to me. No, look what you did to me. Because even through the act of not making a decision, you made a decision.
Yeah.
We are responsible for everything that involves us. We're too busy looking outside our lives at all these other people and other circumstances and other situations for something else to focus on.
Or be proactive for what
It's always
you want.
outside.
Yeah.
We
So
don't-
rather than reacting, be proactive for what you want.
One of the 3 words I hate, I say hate, I dislike to a great deal, and that's when I ask somebody a question and they go, I don't know.